jingling. It's cold. Buddy, lay down. Quit fucking with my covers. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Can you come out? Get in or come out. God, hey, I'm trying to stay warm here. Shit. Motherfucker. 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 Damn dog, he's under the covers. Can I help you? I'm trying to stay warm. Right, do you want in or out? In or out? In or out? Lay down or come out? I'm cold. God damn. Shit. It's cold. What are you doing, puppy dog? Good afternoon. What's up, Burr? It is Burr here today, Burr. Look, I even have my old lady, like, under eye depuff patches on. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm chilly, so I'm sitting here on the bed, under the covers, because my hair is still wet. I just went in and took a shower. I gotta grab my iPad. Hang on one sec. Okay, I'm back. So, went in and got a shower this morning, and I washed my hair. Would you lay down, sir? Would you lay down? Crikeys. So my hair's wet, so I'm extra cold. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm up in, I'm north of Dallas, and, it's chilly. I woke up this morning and it was really, really, like, overcast and foggy. Hello. Hello, I see you found me over here. Oh, thanks for the haters showing up. Thanks, we see you. Keep commenting, we like it. Because the more you comment, the more it pushes my live out to other people. It's cold there? Yeah, it's fucking cold. It's not even 50 degrees here. Yeah, it's cold in Georgia too. So yeah, it was like really foggy and overcast this morning, and it's still like super overcast. It's finally not hazy anymore. Yeah. Gotta do something with my fluff, but I gotta wait for it to dry. And it's breezy out. What kind of fuckery is that? Oh, they're waiting for the fuel in. So, I'm sitting here at my most hated type truck stop. It's a Love's. Yay. I gotta put on a mud flap. I am still mud flapless. Unfortunately. You can't have anything until the haters show up. I know, you're not doing it right if the haters don't show up. 100%, I agree, 1000%. So, we're sitting here in the truck stop at the old Love's. Yeah, this is how we're, well, actually, We are spending our weekend researching and hunting for a 53-foot step deck. So, that's the plan. Get us a 53-foot step deck. You could get a job and then you wouldn't have to borrow any money. Just saying. Just saying. But I mean, I suppose begging for money is easier than actually like being a productive human being. What do you mean? What do you mean on the step deck? Then go the fuck to work and make some money. Like the rest of us. I swear, there's probably 50 haters in here. Thank you guys. Thank you. Keep commenting, because you know the more you comment, the more the algorithm pushes the live out to actual quality people who, you know, are, you know. How new does it have to be? There's no specific age, but I want it to be in good condition. I don't want it to be all banged up, bent up, and fucked. You know what I mean? I think I want to lease one for a few months and make sure that that's what I want to do. Like, that's what I want to haul forever and always before I purchase one. So, you know, if I can find a 53-foot step deck, I can lease it for a couple of months with potential to maybe buy. That would be awesome. Oh, I do ignore the haters, but I do think that it's funny that they, you know, they think that hating on somebody is putting them down when all it does is force their lives or their videos out to more people. I'm a truck driver. You have a 53-foot step deck? Where? What state? Thank you, girl dad. How you been? How have you been? I need to get power to the phone. Oh! Yeah. Good cat. Would you get out from under the covers? Yes, sir. Where did it go? How many miles I drive? You're in North Carolina? Where, like Charlotte, or further north where it's cold and snowy? I mean, I can always come get it. I just prefer to not go anywhere where it's fucking snowy because I don't like the cold. How many miles do I drive? It depends. It absolutely depends on what type of work I'm doing. Like right now, I can't leave the state of Texas until I get my IFTA stickers. But once I get my IFTA stickers, that's a whole different story. Been good. Your birthday today? Oh, happy birthday. Chicken and dumplings. Fuck yeah. I'm trying to stay warm, man. I got the truck idling. I got the fucking heater on. I was trying to sit there with the blankets covering my lap, but Chrome kept fidgeting under the blankies. Being a weirdo. What are you doing, Bubba? What are you doing? Is your son's 18th birthday today? Where I'm at in Texas, I'm north of Dallas. Yeah. Ugh. My hair's still wet, so it makes me extra cold. Trying to get it to dry. See? It's still wet. My IFTA stickers will be in by the end of the month. Because I applied before Thanksgiving, and they say it takes 4 to 6 weeks, but Texas seems to be pretty quick, so I'm hoping that they're in before the end of the year. Yeah, they say 4 to 6 weeks. That would be a semi-truck idling. That's the sound you hear in the background. It is what it is. I'm a semi-truck driver. It's fucking cold outside, and that's how I generate heat, is from the heat of the truck. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. You can go watch somebody else's lives. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm in Texas, and it's like 50 maybe, and it's windy. What? Doggy, can you just lay down? Thank you. Right, rating of the 6NZ. You're absolutely right. It will put you to sleep like a baby. It's like nice little rocks you to sleep. No way. I don't go to North Dakota, especially in the winter. It snows there and it's cold. 4.5 million. Nice. Good for you. Yes, it's cold out. What part of Texas? I'm north of Dallas. I've only been driving for 6 years. My coffee is right here. It is time to make another cup, though. I got the old lady eye patches on, man. No, I'm not in Denton. I'm not on 35. I'm on Highway 75. Denton is off of I-35. Denton's like, I don't know, 30-ish miles from where I'm at. No, I'm not married, and no, I don't date. Yes, I'm an owner-operator. I just ate breakfast a little bit ago, and I got a Walmart order coming in the next hour or two. Yep. So we're waiting on our Walmart grocery order. We got water and some lunch foods coming. Yeah. So, I mean, Walmart's across the street, but it's cold and I don't want to walk over there. I am the epitome of lazy when it comes to having to go outside and people amongst people. So, yeah. Cargo van, box truck fleet. Hey man, I don't judge. You do you. Like, if you like that cargo van work and you like that box truck work and that's what does it for you and that's what makes your money and that's what, you know, makes you happy, fucking have at it, you know? Everybody's dream is different. You gotta do what makes you, what is satisfying to you. If this shit would dry, oh my God. Yeah. not much else going on. I mean, I did my first week at rebar, if anybody's wondering. I hauled rebar this week. That was a fucktastic fuck show. 100%. All these short haul runs were to Dallas, Fort Worth, Frisco, construction sites, into teeny tiny areas, and yeah. I don't know who on earth is like, sure, I'll do this kind of work every day. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's more chaos. It's like the level of stress and chaos is up here and the amount of pay is here, at least in my opinion. So it's like, why? I don't think I'm going to be doing that. It doesn't, the pay doesn't meet the level of stress that you know, it's not worth it. So we're gonna get a 53-foot step deck, and we're gonna go do some other shit. I think that's what I want to try to do. We'll see what happens. So I'm spending the weekend searching for, researching, and getting information on 53-foot step decks. So, and from there, hopefully we can make something happen on Monday, and maybe go haul something different, because rebar and local short haul work like that is not for me. Oh, her name is Meow Meow. Meowie. Do I look like I'm driving? I'm sitting in a truck stop. I'm not driving. Nobody's driving. Nobody's driving. Yeah. That's because the truck's idling. And that creates a vibration in the truck. Oh, there's the doggy. There's the doggy. And then there's the kitty up there. It's a meow meow. She's always like the star of the show. My favorite truck stops. Usually, they're my favorite because not a lot of people go to them. The shitty mom and pop truck stops. I'm not a big fan of the commercial truck stops like Love's and Pilot. Flying J, I don't like those. I happen to be parked at a Love's right now, which is weird because I never, ever go to Love's. I don't like their fuel, and I just don't like their parking lots, etc., etc. But I got a friend that lives up this way, and they're making me some venison stew, and they're gonna bring it to me tomorrow. So I made the sacrifice and parked at a Love's nearby their house. That way they could bring me some fucking homemade venison stew. So, in this situation, it's worth it, if that makes sense. I will park at a Love's to get some homemade venison stew. You want to get your CDL? Go to school. You have to go to school. You cannot get a CDL without going to school. I recommend checking out your local community college and taking their course because you can get grants and so on and so forth for that, versus letting a company pay for your school, because then you're contracted and you have to work for them for like a year or two or something like that. Yeah. You used to work at a Love's. They're terrible. Hi, kitty. Oh, are you ready for your close-up? Oh, hello, ma'am. Are you my baby kitty? This is my baby kitty. This is the baby meow meows. She's actually an old lady. She's like 9 or 10. I don't even remember anymore. I've had her for a long time. She's a good kitty. You worked at a Pilot? Yeah, Pilots are terrible. So it's not the staff in the stores. The staff's usually really nice. Most of the stores are fairly okay. I mean, you do run into the occasional absolute shithole. But, it's the drivers that go there that really are the problem, if that makes sense. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, I appreciate that. You get a lot, Loves Pilot Flying J, get the largest majority of company drivers. And company drivers, more often than not, are the ones that throw trash on the ground, bags of shit out of their truck, like actual shit. And that's usually where I have the most problems. Not that I have problems all the time, but if somebody's gonna approach me and be stupid, like, oh, you drive that truck all by yourself? No, asshole, the dog drives and I fucking navigate. Like, you know, shit like that. Or in the middle of the night, they want to come knock on your door like, hey, are you a solo driver? No, motherfucker. So that's part of the reason why I don't stay at these truck stops, because a lot of these company drivers don't have any respect for other drivers, whether they're male or female, and they treat female drivers like we're objects. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't know. Yep. Does that look like a Volvo or an International? I mean, I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And again, that's that, oh, a woman could never own a W9 or a Peterbilt. Worst pickup line? Hey, let me get in that shower with you. I've been doing it for 16 years. I love the driving, okay? Like, I accept that it's a fantastic fuck show out here, and there's traffic, and there's fuel line backups, and all these new drivers are really pretty shitty because nobody teaches them the old school ways. But I still love it. I've tried to do local work. I've tried to not drive truck, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I have to come back. I miss it so much. So I just accept it. I don't have a problem. Like, if I had a 34-hour reset and other than going inside to take a shower, I would stay in my truck the entire time. You gotta really, yeah? I have a 99 motor, so I don't have a fucking computer telling me when the fuck I'm tired. So, you know, you make your money your way, and I'll make my money my way. How's that sound? I actually don't eat the food at the truck stops. I cook in my truck. Just sometimes, yeah, the shippers. I book and dispatch myself, and I try to develop as many contracts as possible because I don't like brokers. I absolutely can't stand brokers. So, you know. I don't, like, make full meals in my truck, don't get me wrong. Like, I've seen these other drivers, and they're cooking, like, whole meals in their truck, and I'm like, I ain't got time for that shit. I use an air fryer, and I buy, like, frozen, pre-cooked chicken strip, like, grilled chicken. I buy, frozen, pre-cooked steak strips, rice, vegetables, and then I cook that up in my air fryer. So, you know, it's very simple, but at the same time, there's plenty of nutrition and sustenance in it. So how does the ELD situation work on the older trucks? We don't run ELDs. If you have a 99 motor or older, you just don't have to run an ELD. I run paper. So that's how that goes. pants. I have a little miniature 20-ounce coffee maker. Where'd it go? I make my own coffee in my truck because most truck stops these days have trash fucking coffee. I make my own coffee. Like, it's like my little tiny house, man. Everything has a place, and there's a place for everything, you know? I don't know anything about multi-ELDs. I don't run an ELD, I run paper logs. Hey. You guys see the whiskers in the top of the camera? No, you have cat food. Full of germs. I avoid going inside at all costs unless I'm, yeah. Mew, mew. I go inside and take a shower. You know, I go inside as little as possible. Thank you for the compliment. I'm trying to get my hair to dry. It takes forever when it's cold like this. Gotta watch the showers too. I mean, you can carry your own disinfecting spray. Just spray that bitch down before you turn it on. Spray it down, and then, you know, situate your shit. Like, I hang up my clothes that I'm going to wear, my clean clothes, and I pull out, like, my shampoo, my conditioner, you know, my bathroom essentials, set them up. And, it gives it time to sit, and then you turn the shower on. It's really not that difficult. I mean, people can make it more difficult than it really needs to be. And in all honesty, like, it is very rare that I go somewhere and the showers sketch me out. It's very, very rare. More often than not, the showers really aren't that bad. Yeah, I'm at a shitty Love's. I'm actually at a really old Love's. Like, I went in and took a shower today, and I was like, God damn. This place is like, looks like it's 100 years old on the inside. Oh, this hair. It's gonna drive me fucking bonkers today. Different. Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, you are absolutely right, and I'm not even gonna try to dispute that with you because you are 100% correct. But I just can't with this hair today. God damn. But I use a lot of natural oils and stuff, so I use like coconut oil on my skin, things like that. You use No, I don't use Planet Fitness for showers. A lot of Planet Fitnesses you can't even park in their parking lot, so it is whatever. I'm having a frustrating day with my hair. It's fucking driving me crazy. It's still half wet. So it's half wet and it's half dry. So it's like half fluffy and half not. I went to school for 3 weeks. It was like a full-time job. It was 40 hours a week for 3 weeks. And all we did, I think 1 week was spent like on the book, like all the laws, all the rules and the what have you. And then the other 2 weeks were spent driving and backing. So that's how that goes. I do say it all the time. I wish I'd have started driving sooner, but I know had I have gotten my license earlier in life, I never would have been successful with a CDL because I didn't have the drive, the determination, and the dedication when I was younger. So I got my license at 40, and it was like It was hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I drove a Mini Cooper before I started driving fucking semi-trucks. So, I mean, go figure. Go from like one of the smallest vehicles on the road to one of the biggest. And as I got older, I developed more drive, more dedication, more grit, whatever you want to call it. That's why I was able to do it at 40, and I never would have been able to do it any sooner than that, because I just wasn't the right person. 10-year-old and 4 small dogs. That makes sense. All my kids are grown. Mine are 30, 26, and 21. So, God, I love these haters.
I think a man is driving. Because God forbid a woman could never be a truck driver. A woman could never own her own semi.
Tell me that you're an egotistical, sexist motherfucking man without telling me.
Somebody else is driving that truck. It's not her.
I'm 47. Oh yeah, AI's driving. That's right. That's right. Your son is 24 and your grandson is 2. I have no grandkids, thank God. That's right. That's right, guys. We rolling down the highway. We're doing like 105. We're doing mock Jesus down the highway right now. Mock Jesus. 100%. This is an AI video. This is 100% an AI video. This is an AI live. God bless. Please keep commenting. Please keep hating and please keep commenting, because it actually is beneficial to me and I love it. When I'm young at heart. I don't know about that. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Were those dogs on my visor? There's stickers on my visor, yeah. Hi, kitty.
Meow. Meow. Ouch, 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 ouch.
Kitty cat.
Meow. 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 Meow.
So we're sitting here at the Loves, and I am still considered mudflapless because I have not put my mud flap back on yet. I mean, look outside. It's overcast. It's icky outside. This is my dream truck. Why would I own a truck that wasn't my dream truck? Look here, Miss Meow. Hey, how's it going? I know, they're jealous, right? Ouch. We are required to have mud flaps. I have one on the passenger side. I have mud flaps. This is my other one. Goes on the driver's side. And I have to reattach it. Yeah. So I got to cut the top off where it was ripped out, re-drill the holes, and reattach it. So, meow meow. Yep, the dog's in the back. Meow. The bed's a mess because I was sitting under the covers. I do. She's the original co-pilot, aren't you? Aren't you the original co-pilot, Miss Ma'am?
Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am.
He's the newest addition. He's been in the truck 3 years now? 3 years? 2 years. 2 years. He's been in the truck 2 years. I think. Oh, I got the poo. I got the happy poo. Thank you, Jason. How are you? I haven't heard from you like all week. Are you okay? I live in Texas, and right now I'm just running Texas. Because, yes, road dog cat. I don't have IFTA stickers yet. You're okay? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I was just checking in on you. It's not warm down here. It's like 50. I got the truck idling and I got the damn heat on. It's not that warm. It is not that warm. Tell me if you know what trailer is parked next to me by the colors. I have the cutest road companions. Thank you. Thank you. No, it's not Fireball. You're right. It's Tyson. It is Tyson. There's a Tyson plant near here, actually. Coldest winter ever. Yeah, it's a little colder than it normally is here in Texas, and I'm not a big fan of it. Yes, he's a Texas healer. He's Blue Heeler, Australian Shepherd. We just had to go. We had to fuck with the haters because they were like,
she's not. There's a guy that drives that truck.
So we had to fuck with them. Know what I mean?
Meow. Meow. Meow.
No treats. No treats. No treats. It's all because she wants treats. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can we make the bed? Excuse me. Can we make the bed, please? There. That's better.
Meow.
She wants treats, and she's going to keep doing this till I give her some treats. Because, you know, my animals aren't spoiled or anything. Not at all. Not at all. Can you not, ma'am? Here. Golly. Oh, these are not for you, buddy. These are for Kitty. These are for Kitty. Do you see her? Well, you can't see her. She's right here. She's literally... See it? There she is. It's not for you, ma'am. Not for you. Not for you. Yeah. You want your treats? Here, you gotta get in your kitty bed for them. I bought her a new cat bed and I don't think she likes it. Because she hasn't laid in it once since we've been back out in the truck. And we've been out for a week now. Well, they are catnip treats too, so yes. Why are guys such creeps? I don't fucking know, but they're always like weird and creepy in my life. Always. And I think it's because they don't know how to actually interact with women. No, sir, you cannot chew on your water bottle right now. You're just gonna have to wait there, bud. That's his favorite toy. He absolutely loves to chew on water bottles. I know they should all be spoiled, right? Yeah, I do. I love my animals and I take care of them the best I can. You know, my dog has a digestive disorder, so he has a very specific, very special diet that he has to have, you know. People are weird on the internet. What are you doing? Why are you licking me? Why are you licking me? People are weird on the internet because they lack social skills. That's why. The reality of it. Ultimately, you know. So, what do, right? You can't do much about it. You can call them out and their poor behavior. I mean, that's always fun. Let's see. How much? I actually have way more of a social life when I'm in the truck than when I'm at home. When I'm at home, I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I don't see anybody. I don't do any of that stuff. I gotta make some coffee. So when I'm in the truck, I run into other drivers all the time. Yes, it's a semi truck. Oh my God, this hair is so fluffy. You drive, just not semi? To each their own, right? Coffee maker. Tell me that you're an egotistical, shallow, insecure man without telling me. Oh, right there. It says women are here specifically for companionship to men. That's cute. Thanks for showing us that you literally are so insecure and you are intimidated by strong, confident women without telling us. We appreciate that. I've driven local and I absolutely hate local work. I like to be in control of my day. So when you drive over the road, even if you drive regional, right? Whether it's long haul, you know, it's just 300 miles, whatever it is, you have control of your day. You decide, like, you know what time you have to be there. So you decide what time you have to get up in order to make your delivery on time. You decide how much time you have to stop. Do I have time to stop, you know, like, and actually go inside and eat, or do I have time to, you know, stop more than once? Like, you're in control of when you stop, where you stop, how often, etc., 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 right? So when you're local, that's not the case, because they want everything yesterday and you should be there in 15 minutes. So there's no fucking time to stop. You don't get time to stop and have lunch, or you don't have time to do the things that you want to do. Like, when I work local or when I work short haul work, I actually don't eat all day long. I will literally not eat from like 8 o'clock in the morning until like 8 o'clock at night, because I'm so busy rushing around trying to do everything right now that was due yesterday. And I absolutely hate it. So this is why I'm not cut out for local work. This is why I'm not cut out to be a company driver. And this is why I'm not cut out for short haul work. So, but we all like what we like. And the luxury is there's always options, you know. If you can find local work that meets your financial needs and you're fine with working and 12 to 14 hours a day locally and only being home to shower and sleep, that's your business, you know. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that level of, like, if I'm going to be home, goddammit, I want to be home, not just to take a shower and go to bed. That's just my theory. You love my channel? Oh, thank you. Yeah. You grew up in a cab over? That's awesome. That's super awesome. You barely sleep. I mean, I get it. I get it. That's what works for you. I like to sleep. I like 8 hours of sleep a night, you know? And when I'm home, I want to be home more than just to take a shower and go to bed. Yes, I have a house. I have a house in Lubbock. But I spend more time in the truck than I do at my house. Believe that. That's by choice. Shit, went right down the drain. I don't know. People change. You gotta think about it that way. Maybe it wasn't the job. Maybe people... Nobody is exactly the same throughout their entire life. Okay? People change. We grow. We get older. We get wiser. Our interests change. Our desires change. And sometimes if you don't continue to grow together, you grow apart. I don't motherfucking have a husband. I don't need one of them sons of bitches. I've had 2 in my life. That's enough to know I don't ever want another one. Because this does not apply to all men, okay? I just want to preface this. This statement does not apply to all men, but it does apply to anywhere from 90 to 95% of the men in today's population. Y'all a bunch of bitch boys. There ain't hardly any real men in the world today. They're all just bitches striving for a woman's attention, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to have it. I don't need no bitch boys in my life. This is exactly why we don't do it. So, I mean, all of my friends are guys because there's a lot of men in this industry, and it's fine. I don't need another grown-ass man who's got issues that isn't willing to work on them. So he's a grown-ass man, but emotionally, he's like anywhere from 6 to 16. I don't need that. I don't want to wipe your ass. I don't want to make your fucking food every day. I don't want to kiss your fucking ass and tell you how great you are because you need it, because you haven't done the fucking work yourself. I'm not going to listen to you fucking ask me questions about shit that people comment on my fucking videos because you have insecurities because your ex cheated on you. Go the fuck to therapy, you bitch boy. It's not my problem. So, that's how I feel about it. And I feel that way about women too. Like, bitches, do not accuse your man of cheating just because your ex cheated. Take your fucking sorry ass to motherfucking therapy. Fix your goddamn self and quit projecting your fucking problems on other people. That's how I feel about human society today. Whether it is male or female, men have the same problems that women have. Men have the same problems with women that women say that they have with men. Y'all fucking go fix your goddamn self and quit blaming everybody else in your life for why the fuck your life sucks. So, I raised 3 fucking boys. They are grown-ass men. They have jobs. They pay their fucking bills. And I'll be the first motherfucker to call them out when they start blaming other people for shit that happens. Because I'm certainly not that mom that's going to be like, oh, it's not your fault. Motherfucker, what'd you do wrong? There's always 2 parties in any relationship, whether it's a work relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship, any of that. There's 2 motherfuckers, at least in that situation. And one person is not the sole person for the problems. Is that bitch done? Ooh. Coffee. We have to brew it into a red Solo cup because this cup's too big to fit in the coffee maker. Unplug that. I'm not hungry. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about the lady parts, you shouldn't. Because it's tacky social behavior. Well, yes, I mean, there's 2 people in the relationship and both people fuck up. One person does one thing that pisses them off, so somebody else does something in order to retaliate because you piss them off. You see what I'm saying? There's 2 motherfuckers to blame for the fucking problems in any relationship, whether it's a friendship, a work relationship, or a fucking romantic relationship. There's 2 motherfuckers to blame. Trying to get the cord to plug in my iPad. Gotta charge it. There we go. That's charging. all the haters and the all of the sexualizers and the weird sexual offenders are all here today. I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out your ass. Tell me you don't believe in consent without telling me. Go read the comments for all the inappropriate sexual comments. Thanks for telling us exactly who you are and what your character is. Now we can make better decisions in our lives. Tell me you haven't had a date in over a year without telling me. Go read the weird sexualizing comments. Tell me you've never actually had a date with a real woman without telling me. Just saying. You're right, I am old. I don't give a fuck. Guess what? One day, if you are blessed enough to not be annihilated beforehand, you'll be old too. It is a blessing to be able to live almost 50 years. It is an absolute blessing to have this time. Exactly. Not everybody gets the privilege of growing old. And you can always tell when it's a young person because they say it like being old is it's the worst thing on the planet. That's how you know that they are way, way young. So, growing old is a blessing. Everybody gets old. Everybody gets wrinkles. Everybody gains weight. Everybody loses weight. We all just age at different rates. I am 47 and I'm proud to be 47. I'm proud to be almost 50. Thank you very much. And I still have the ability to do what it is that I love to do, which is drive truck. That is a blessing. Next, vibrant. I'm just overly opinionated. I have strong opinions and I don't let people of the internet dictate how I'm going to feel, nor do I let them dictate how I perceive myself, my life, and what I'm doing. If that makes sense. I also have a really low bullshit tolerance for ignorant, uneducated people. So, there's that. Yeah. What's the weirdest thing I've seen on the road? I don't know. I see all kinds of weird shit. It's like there's nothing like right off the top of my head. I mean, other than the guy that drove by me that was like working really hard to get my attention as we're driving on the interstate in fucking Atlanta, and he's jerking on his number like he was trying to pull the motherfucker off like it owed him some money or something. Yeah. So I have an inverter in my truck, which is hooked up to my batteries so that it operates and works my refrigerator when my truck is turned off. So that draws on my batteries. You idle the truck because idling the truck charges the batteries. The alternator charges the batteries so that I can leave my truck off for like 12 hours. Now, I don't have an auxiliary power unit. I don't have an S-bar heater. I don't have any way to heat the truck without idling the truck. It's a 2003 379 with a 99.6NZ Caterpillar motor. So, Why would I put solar panels on the roof of my fucking truck? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. Why would I deteriorate the looks of my truck with some stupid ass solar panels? Tell me you're not a truck driver without telling me. Go read the comments. I'm just saying. Yes, you can. You don't understand what kind of truck I have. That's okay. I don't give a fuck about solar anyways. So, I'm not getting an APU. The price for an APU, and then the cost for the maintenance, and then when the son of a bitch breaks down, because they all fucking do, it all balances out. Idle motherfucking truck, it's the same goddamn thing. Is this a pee bucket? Oh my god, it looks like it has trash in it. Jesus Christ. I mean, I know us truck drivers are feral and whatnot, but come on now. That's my bed. You know, people of the internet, I'm aware that not a lot of people understand truck driving. They don't understand the industry. They don't understand what we go through. It's really hard to understand it if you've never lived it, okay? So, I get it. The idea of what we deal with, what we go through, how we live, what our lives are like is minimal. It's based upon what you see other people post if you watch those types of shorts, videos, things like that. But when you make the most absurd, uneducated comments, it actually doesn't say anything about me. Good morning, YouTube kid! It says everything about you. It definitely is a huge display of your lack of information, your lack of intelligence. You're better off asking questions like, do you really have to go inside every time you have to go to the bathroom? Yes, I do. Yes, I don't have a toilet in my truck. You know what I mean? You're better off in that way than you are by making yourself look like you have the intellect of like an 8-year-old. So, and again, it's fine that not everybody understands trucking. That's fine. I'm not mad at anybody, and I know that what media puts out is not always like super detailed and true to the facts of like what our lives are like. I get that. And I'm not mad, but think about the questions that you ask before you ask them. Yeah, Chrome's sleeping. Because it makes you look extremely uneducated. And when you type it out, everybody sees that. That is a blatant display of your character. Yes, it is straight piped. I have 7-inch straights. So my stacks are 13.2. Yeah. I don't have a kitchen. There they are. There's the cat. There's the dog. Come here, Bubby. Come here. Come here. Come on, sit. Sit. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Are you a boy? Come here. Bubby. Bubby. That's my boy. You're a good boy. You're a good dog. Yes, many are just dumb. Yes, I know. I try to not call people stupid. You know? I really do. I know, isn't he handsome? I'm a handsome boy. Come here, handsome boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes, between the dog and the cat, they are extra little heaters. He sleeps down by my feet, and the cat sleeps up here. So, yeah. Have I noticed a slowdown in trucking? It's not so much a slowdown in trucking. It's that the brokers steal a lot of money off the loads. So that's why I don't haul brokered loads. And if I do, it's very few and far between. I absolutely cannot stand brokers. Your girlfriend wants a dog like that? I don't know. Do you get piped down in your vehicle or not? Just curious. You know. Why don't you go ahead and tell me about your STD history? You want to ask such personal questions. I swear. Let me ask you your most personal questions about yourself. Like, I don't know, what's your STD history? Why don't you tell me some personal answers about yourself? Like, I've been trucking for 6 years. I've been an owner-operator for 4, almost 5. Almost 7. So, I've been trucking almost 7 years. I've been an owner-operator for almost 5. So, I had my license for about 2 years before I bought my truck. I wasn't asking you about your STD. I'm saying when people ask like wildly inappropriate, like personal questions, it just makes me want to follow up with like, well, I don't know, what's your medical history look like? Yeah, I'm in a semi truck. So, what's my favorite? I like Geek Bars, honestly, but in Texas you can't buy Geek Bars because you can only buy vapes that are 100% made in the USA in Texas. So the alternative is the Juice Head. There's no average on what loads pay. A lot of times, like, the way that we try to break it down is like, how much does it pay per mile? You know what I mean? Ooh, thank you! A laughing disco. Thank you, I appreciate you. That came from Big Dog Papa, 2006. We're just gonna call you Big Dog. So your best bet is to always look for freight that's, you figure out what it costs you to operate your truck per mile. Last time I calculated it, it was like $1.75 a mile is what it cost me to operate. So you want loads that are preferably like $3, $4 a mile. Would I take you on a ride if you could come? Oh, well, you're a YouTube kid. That's a whole different. We're not going to answer that on this because then everybody else is going to be like, me too, me too, me too. You know what I mean? But it's possible. It's very, very possible if you were to come to the U.S., Mr. New Zealand. But you got to bring the wizard with you. So yes, as truck drivers, we want loads that are paying us like $2 a mile is trash, but unfortunately that's what the general freight is paying now. So you try to get your own contracts with customers so you can make that $4+ a mile. I do not own a trailer at the moment. I'm actually in the market for a 53-foot step deck. We're gonna shut the truck off. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Once it starts to get warm in here, I shut it off. So, LTL shipments for $400 cross country. Ooh, fuck, I don't do LTL. Fuck that shit. The kid is in New Zealand. He lives in New Zealand, and he is a grown-ass man. His just username is the YouTube kid. Ooh, it's warm. So, yeah. And I've known him for years, so there's that. It's totally different than some weird random stranger. Let me go on to somebody's random YouTube and ask if there's any women available for relationships. Tell me that you have no social skills without telling me. Hey, freight machinery. Yes. Yes, a 53-foot step. I can do a lot of different stuff. I got my CDL at 40. So, LTL is like, let's say, doesn't matter what you pull, whether it's flatbed or dry van or reefer, there's multiple loads in there, so it's called a multi-stop, LTL. So you'll drop here and pick up there and drop here and pick up, like that kind of stuff. So it's a multi-stop type thing. It's a pain in the ass because when you do LTL, they'll book you an appointment, let's say in 2 appointments in Texas, like here in the Dallas area. You'll have one in Dallas and you might have one out in, like, say, Terrell, Texas. And your Dallas appointment will be at 8 a.m. And then they'll book, Terrell is not hours away, trust me. So they'll book your next appointment at like noon, 10 or noon. Well, if you get held up at your first appointment and you're sitting in the dock forever waiting for them to offload you, you don't make your next appointment. And the problem with trucking is if you're late, they have to work you in, which means you don't know how fucking long you're going to be sitting there waiting to get in. That's why I don't like LTL. It just depends. Sometimes heavy equipment does pay really well. But if you are overweight, meaning it's going to put you over the 80,000 pounds, then you got to buy permits. You got to buy overweight permits, which that takes a cut out of the money. If it's oversized, meaning dimension wise, it hangs over the trailer on either side, then you got to buy permits for that. Plus those permits require you to go on specific routes, and sometimes those routes are longer than if you just went regularly down the highway. So again, you got to buy pilot cars. You got to pay for a pilot car or a pole car. Or so when you're doing oversized or heavy weight or oversized dimensions, there's a lot more expenses that come into it. There's a lot, like you can only drive from sun up to sundown. So in the winter you have less hours to drive, so then it takes you longer to get there. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, thank you for the 100s. I appreciate you. While the number on paper looks good, you got to think about all the other expenses that come into it. So, what coffee maker do I have? I don't know. I got it on Amazon. I just put in like travel coffee maker. It's a 20-ounce. It came with a travel cup in it too. So it's travel coffee maker. I did not pay for trucking school. The place I work paid for it. Thank you for the 100s. The wizard has to come 100%. 100%. Oh my god, there's so many comments I missed. I missed so many comments, you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, also when you're oversized, you can't go into necessarily all truck stops or all rest areas, things like that. I don't go to California. You do heavy haul? There's a lot of extra expenses that come into heavy haul. While the load's paying more, you still have more overhead. Mr. Coffee Maker. I don't know. Mine's just a little tiny. It makes a 20-ounce cup of coffee. It's perfect for the truck. Hello, hello, hello. Because my truck is not a certified clean idle truck. I don't run DEF in my truck. Ooh, a floaty heart. Thank you anytime. And California doesn't like trucks like mine. And they like to try to make you cross the scales, and then CARB wants to fine you, and it's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. So why would I go? Greetings from Europe. I was born in California, yes. I think it's a 3406E. I wish it was a B. That would be fantastic, but I go home more now that I live in Texas. So now that I live in Texas, I go home every 4 to 6 weeks. It's not a Mac. Yes, truck drivers still use radios. Thank you for the compliment. Why do people ask, why do you care if my armpits are shaved? What the fuck does that matter? Do you think that has an impact on my job, my personality? I live in Lubbock. So that's about 5 hours from Dallas. And how much income do I make streaming? I don't actually make a lot. I do this because there's people on here that follow me and they like to see what I'm up to, and we just talk about what I did. Like, what was my week like? I hauled rebar this week. It was a fucktastic fuck show. Yeah. If people want to watch my live, that's great. And if they don't, that's okay too. Yeah, I don't know. I document the things that happen more for my own, like, memory collection. Like, I used to document all the time. Like, when Grandpa was still alive, I used to make all kinds of videos. He'd be sitting there watching TV and would just randomly start telling me a story, and I'd start recording it. Because now I have those documented memories and I don't have to rely on my memory. I can actually visually see it and see him again. So that's why I make videos. If you like my videos, awesome. If you don't like my videos, that's okay, because I didn't make them for you. You miss trucking, man. I've tried to work local thinking like, oh, I'll be happier if I'm home. I'm not. I even was like, all right, I'll just get a regular job. Fuck no, that was even fucking worse. I absolutely love trucking. I love being in the truck. While I am 5 hours from my house and I'm not working this weekend, I'm not driving 5 hours to go home to drive 5 hours to come back. That sounds ridiculous. When I go home, I want to be home for a solid 3, 4, or 5 days where I don't have to do anything with the truck. When I go home on short visits like that, I don't want to go home for 24 hours. What the fuck is the point? Your life memory collage. Yeah, that's pretty much what my videos are. You know, it's like the trials and tribulations of truck driving. Not because I'm like, oh, this job sucks and I'm going to document all the bad shit. No, like, hey, here's my day. Because I know that there's other people that have similar situations like I have. And it's our moment to be like, hey, this is how I dealt with it. Or, hey, I had that same thing happen. Like my mud flap thing, like my mud flap being ripped off. I'd seen tons of videos recently of people like talking about something happened and the mud flap came off. Like it's like mudflapless season. That's my theory. And of course, that's what happened to me. Now I lost a mud flap and I posted and everybody was like, oh my God, I just did that last week. It's a way for us as truck drivers to connect and to bond and have, like, meet new people and have conversations and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How's my day going? It's going well. It's going well. They're right here. There's a dog right here and there's a cat right there. Of course I have pets. I would never truck alone. I have my kids. My fur kids. That's right. Just my fur kids. What's the biggest frustration? It just depends on the day. Every day's different. Like yesterday was the fucking job site I went to. It was absolutely the job site I went to. It was super tight. Getting out was a pain in the ass. I almost took out a fucking light pole because it's not really set up for trucks with my wheelbase coming in and out of there. It's more set up for like day cab trucks and the oh, my Walmart deliveries here. Day cab trucks and curb sniffers, as I call them. It's my Walmart deliveries here, guys. I got Walmart grocery delivery. Let's move this. Oh, what the fuck is the pin? 47 something. 447 something something. It is 4470. 4470. I'll put on my coat, my little jacket, so I can collect my groceries from my Walmart driver. My, you know, Walmart delivery driver. You know, kind of like DoorDash. This is how I get groceries. He's gonna bring them to the truck door. Isn't that what he's paid for? I mean, I hate to sound rude, but in reality it is what it is. Hang on. Nope. Why would he go to the fucking passenger door? That makes no sense. You stay. Hi. The number is 4470. Get back. Get back. Oh. There you go. Thank you. Then he's gonna bring me my case of water. Thank you so much. Thank you. God dang. Getting. Whew. Anyways, just saying. I know that. No, I'm not that kind of unicorn. These are the best smelling Clorox wipes on the planet. I know he has to make sure that there's you know, no treats or anything in there for him, and that it's absolutely safe for mom to open the groceries. That's just how my dog is. Foreign bags came in. Oh my God, check them out. Let's make sure they're safe for mom. But yes, Walmart grocery delivery. There's no Scooby snacks in there for him. Walmart grocery delivery is exactly how I get my groceries. I don't go to the store because I'm not trying to find, because a lot of Walmarts are like, you can't park here, even if you're shopping. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But for the most part, it's just better to err on the side of caution and not get your truck booted or towed while you're in fucking Walmart buying groceries. Yeah. So, you just use Walmart grocery delivery. Makes it simple. Super simple. Minimize the risk, right? Right. What? No, I didn't. I've never given anybody a ride in my truck. Frozen chicken. Shit. Fucking mess. Goddamn. God damn it. I'm just a small disaster today. Yeah, we got some salami. Got snacks. I don't go to Chicago. That's how I know it wasn't me. Frozen broccoli. Microwave rice. I do have a trucker's mouth, and I'm glad you don't motherfucking like it. You can motherfucking scroll the fuck on, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Anything to get somebody to pay attention to you, clearly. You talking about my dog? Him is a beautiful boy, isn't he? Yeah, right. 100%. What the fuck is it opening on this son of a bitch? Yep. I use scented trash bags in my truck too. Mm-hmm. Fuck. What the hell? They're never this hard to get out. Your fur baby's the best. I absolutely, like, I could not do this job without my pets, to be honest with you. I mean, there's no way around it. Animals are amazing. My cat is the original co-pilot. Nothing better than getting, I know, like when you get groceries, you're like, woohoo! Like, I don't know, I feel like a little kid on Christmas every time they bring me groceries to my truck. I'm like, fuck yeah. Maybe I'm weird. I don't really care if I'm weird or not. I just know that he's what they call a Texas healer. So he's Australian Shepherd and Blue Healer. Her name is Miss Meow Meow. It's Murder Mittens. We call her Murder Mittens because she tends to be an attack cat. Like if you stick your hand in the window and she happens to be laying there, she will attack you. I'm in a Peterbilt. I'm in a 379. Thank you for the 100, Maddie. This we got some lunch meat. And we got cheese, of course. They're so cute. They are cute. I love them. I could not do this job without them. I say it all the time. And of course, we got the best paper towels on the planet. In case you didn't know. Now you do. They go in that corner. That's the storage. And then I do save my bags because it's always good. You never know when you need an extra trash bag. Yeah. Yes. You recognize the leather? Yeah. I want to redo the interior. I actually want to redesign the entire bunk. You know how like they always have the cubbies, but there's no fucking doors on them. And there's no shelves in them. So like you have this big ass cubby and there's no fucking shelf. So there's a lot of wasted space. So when I redesign the whole bunk, it's going to be all straight cabinetry with doors and shelves with a little lip on the shelf. So, you know, shit doesn't fall off the shelf. You know, they're going to be designed more like an RV. It's more realistic and feasible for the daily life. Yeah. Yes, they are good for cleaning the litter box. You're absolutely right. I scoop my litter box actually every single day. And I take my, you know, I scoop it and I take that out every time I throw my trash out, and I throw my trash out every single day. But in reality, this is an old coffee can. So I'm sure you realize how small my actual trash can is. Hence why we take it out every day. People make all kinds of ridiculous comments. Like, what did you send? You said, oh, how cute! Oh my God, that's the cutest thing ever. Look at the little kitty cat. I love it. Thank you so much. That just made my fucking day, man. Anyways, any semi truck is going to smell if you don't wash your nasty ass. So you gotta shower regularly. You know, I gotta scoop my litter box every day. I make sure my dog gets a bath on a regular basis, like once a month, so his skin doesn't dry out. But you do things. This is a small space. Small spaces will harbor any smell, whether it's food or your nasty, sweaty ass. So good hygiene and good cleanliness of your interior is what keeps your shit from showing or smelling. Yeah. crying about paying men a decent wage. Oh, thank you for the laughing disco. Pay men a decent... Guess what, sweetheart? I own this truck. It's my choice. I go where I want, when I want, how the fuck I want. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. From Kristen. Is it Chris? Kristen. Chris. Is it Kristen or Christina? Chris. I have no idea. I think it says Kristen. Kristine. Yeah. Christine. Christine! God damn. I was so close and so far off at the same time. Yeah. I was trying. I was failing miserably, but I was trying. Yeah. But I tried. Christine. Yes, it was Christine. Christine native. Yeah. I was having a hard time breaking it down, man. My eyeballs. This is what happens when you get older. It makes it hard to see, like up close. It's inevitable. Your up close vision definitely starts to fade after 40. Are you waiting for food, buddy? Is that what you're telling me? You want me to feed you? I'll feed you. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Anyways, now that we've got all of our groceries put away, I have to rework the underneath of the bunk here to make room for this case of water. Yes. Shit gets worse. I mean, I had LASIK done. I was 39 years old. I had LASIK done for my distance, and they were like, you won't have to wear readers until you're 40. And I was like, bitches, that's next year. Thanks. You should have told me that before I had the motherfucking LASIK done. God damn. But, you know. Yeah, I'm going to keep the bed, obviously. But this side, this passenger side over here is where my refrigerator is. I don't know if you can see it from up here. You can't really see it, the seat's in the way, but this is my refrigerator. So I actually took out the closet. I have this whole cubby here. I took out the closet on the passenger side so that I could put in a refrigerator, because I have to have a freezer. My dog has digestive issues and I have to feed him a very specific food. And so it's always frozen. I have to defrost it and then feed it to him, you know. So in order for him to actually live and be healthy, I have to do that. It's non-negotiable. So we have the refrigerator for that reason. And then this is where Meow Meow, her bed is. And this whole space up here is empty. So when we redesign it, she'll still have her little kitty cat cubby for her cat bed and her cat food and all of her stuff. Her, you know, queen on the high tower. But I'll put a cabinet up here. So it's basically going to create a hell of a lot more storage. Because right now, like I have food on this side. And then I have like laundry soap and, you know, other shorts that, you know, don't get hung up. That kind of stuff is in there. So, yeah, there's going to be a redesign. There will be more storage. There will be less need for like randomly storing shit under the bed, you know. I mean, that's where I like to keep the dog food and the cat food and my cases of water, my air fryer's down there, and my coffee maker. So my inverter's down there too. Son of a bitch. And the bottom of this closet where my clothes are is I have weights. So I have like a 35-pound kettlebell, two 25-pound dumbbells, extra sets of shoes, all my resistance bands, a case of energy drinks. So there's a place for everything and everything in its place. I'm so glad you don't oh, you said how many tattoos? I don't know. I don't know how many tattoos I have. I don't keep track of them. So it's I make do with the space that I have right now, you know? But in my brain, I have so many ideas to make it better and more efficient. The problem is we can't make it too efficient, because the more efficient we make it, the more shit I can store in the truck, and fucking trust me, I will. I'm trying to cut back on the amount of stuff that I have in the truck, because I do go home more frequently now. I go home every 4 to 6 weeks instead of every 4 to 6 months. How do I shower? I go inside the truck stop and I give them money, and they give me a receipt with a shower number and a shower code on it, and I go into the private shower and I take a shower like a normal human being. Yeah. Actually, I'm not from Wisconsin. I lived in Minnesota for 14 years. No, if you don't know, you don't know. I'm not mad. Some semi-trucks, the ones with the real big sleepers, they have showers in them. I don't have one of those. I don't want one of those trucks. So, yeah. But truck stops, TA, Petro, Loves, Flying J, you know, if they have semi-truck parking, 99% of them have showers as well. We just have to pay to take a shower. Or you have to fuel 75 gallons or more, and then you get a free shower. Yeah. That's how that works. Which means then you got to carry your shower bag in, and your shower bag has all the stuff that you need in a shower, right? No, they will not give you foot fungus, not if you know how to take care of your feet, or if you wear shower fucking shoes. So, you know, you take all your stuff in to go take a shower, you take your clothes, walk inside, take your shower, and walk back out to your truck, put your shit away. Just a little different. Just a little different. Stuck in St. Joe, Missouri. Why are you stuck there? No more treats. You already had some. No, stop begging. It's not becoming. You're too good for begging. No, ma'am. This is how my day goes. I have a 135 and a 150. I want to put on dual 150s, but that's what the truck came with, so yeah. Big plates of cheap food and free Wi-Fi. Nice. With a fill-up, right. I mean, I get it. I like is it like a mom and pop? It sounds like a mom and pop truck stop, honestly. Is exactly what it sounds like, which is where I typically like to stay, but it's snowing in Wisconsin and we don't go north in the winter when it snows. No kidding. No. Oh, God damn. Did you just see that? She's trying to knock me the fuck out. Yeah. Yes, of course. Also, you can wear shower shoes and you don't get fucking athlete's foot. If you don't wear shower shoes, if you mix like 3 or 4 drops of tea tree oil and a little bit of coconut oil and you rub it on your fucking feet, you won't get athlete's foot either. So Jesus fucking Christ. You know, it's people who say that don't know anything about our industry. You know? They don't know anything about truck driving. They've never been in a truck stop bathroom or a truck stop shower. So that's why they make absolutely absurd, ridiculous, uneducated comments. What did you say about tea tree? Yeah. So tea tree oil. Hang on, I'll show you. I always have tea tree in my truck because if I get a cut, I'm going to put tea tree oil on it. Tea tree is a natural antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial. Get! God damn. It's worse than having kids around some days. So you can buy it at Walmart. It's usually in the antiseptic area where there's like Band-Aids and shit like that. This tea tree oil. The reason that you mix it with coconut oil, again, you can do like oh, it tells you it's cold. This is normally liquid, like really liquid. You can tell how cold it is in here because it's not clear. But you can get this in the cooking section. It doesn't even have to be a lot. Remember, you're doing your feet, so you're not trying to like soak your feet. You like just put a splash of coconut oil in your hand and 3 or 4 drops of tea tree. with tea tree being a natural antifungal, athlete's foot is a fungus, antiviral, meaning viruses, and antibacterial, so that's, and it can only be used topically. Do not ingest tea tree oil. Only use it topically. You can put it on scrapes and cuts, and you can use it to treat athlete's foot. And ladies can use it to treat other yeasty, fungal, bacterial infections. So, and it's a hell of a lot better than going to the fucking doctor and taking those goddamn drugs that they give you that you have no fucking idea what their goddamn side effects are. No. 200 gallons, nice. Oh. Well, you are welcome. I love what I do and I love my animals. I mean, you can always take like an antibacterial spray with you, like a Clorox spray or something like that, and you could spray down your shower and let it sit for a few minutes while you get all your shit ready to take your shower, and then obviously that'll do it if you don't trust them to have cleaned the shower properly, but to each their own. He's right there. His name is Chrome, Krome, like chrome on a truck. And the kitty's name is Meow Meow. Because I don't know if you've noticed yet, but she's really, really vocal. I mean, I don't think it's really noticeable. I'm being sarcastic when I say that. So yeah. What is this? What is what? If you're curious, this is actually a YouTube live. I don't know if you've ever seen one before, but that's what this is. This is a YouTube live. You know, we come here and we chit chat and we have conversations and we act like normal human beings. I mean, if you want to act like a inappropriate wacko, weird creeper, we can resolve that issue right away as well. This is where I store all my extra bags. So. That's how that works. This is an AI modulation of what it's like to live on Mars. God, you're asking some dumb questions. What do I drive? I drive a 2003 379 Peterbilt. Okay, I'm done with you. Have a nice day. You can go away. Nobody cares. Yes. You like my truck? Thank you. No, I don't team with anybody. I don't need anybody in my truck. I got my dog, I got my cat, I got everything where I need it, and there's no room for anybody else's shit, so there's no room for anybody else in my fucking truck. Thank you. Have a nice day. Alright, let's make some fucking room in here. Cat food. Oh, I gotta make dog food. Dang it. Alright. You want some lunch, buddy? Are you hungry, boy? Mom will make your food. Hold on. There we go. What's that up there? And dog food. Alright. Hang on, I gotta make dog food. So, for anybody who doesn't know, probably quite a few people who don't know. My dog has what's called EPI. Okay? It's called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. What it means is his pancreas does not make digestive enzymes. And your pancreas makes digestive enzymes, and those digestive enzymes break down the proteins, fats, and carbs in your food so that your intestines can absorb the nutrients out of your food and sustain life. His does not do that. So while his body digests the food, his intestines are not absorbing any of the nutrients because there's no enzymes to break them down. So I have to put pureed raw pancreas on his food every time I feed him, and then let it sit so it starts to break down the nutrients in the food, and he can absorb the nutrients out of his food. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, Ew is right. Ew is absolutely right. But what's the alternative? My dog eats and starves to the point where he literally starves to death and withers away to nothing but skin and bones. That's the alternative. So, what would you do? And if you say you'd put the dog down, then that just means that you really don't have a heart, because he didn't ask to be my dog. I picked him. And when I picked him, I said, I will take care of you. I will love you and I will take care of you. And I will make sure that you have the best possible life that you can have as a dog. So, as gross as it is to have to put pureed raw pancreas on his food, I will fucking do it to make sure that my dog has a long, full life, because he didn't ask to be my fucking dog. That is a responsibility that I took on when I took this dog. So, to all the people who were like, that's gross. Yeah. If you had a child and you had to do something like that for it, what would you do? Would you go put your child down? Oh no, you probably fucking wouldn't. So, my dog is like my child. I raised my children. My children are grown. They live on their own. And now, my pets are my fucking children. They're probably better mannered than my kids were at that age, too. Just saying. So, it actually doesn't matter what kind of pancreas it is. It could be buffalo pancreas. It could be beef pancreas. It could be lamb pancreas. It could be yak pancreas. I just get beef pancreas. There is a place here in Texas, in Dallas. It's called DFW Raw. So they have all kinds of raw dog foods. And raw pancreas is one of them. So it comes frozen in 4-ounce little patties. And I just defrost one and serve him 2 ounces every time I feed him. So he basically eats one of the 4-ounce patties a day. So he gets 1 ounce per 10 pounds of weight. He is about 22 pounds. So he gets 2 ounces of pancreas. We gotta get another one. We gotta defrost one. So this is what they look like frozen. They're just little frozen little hockey pucks. And so we defrost it the day before we need to use it. So we'll use it again tomorrow morning. So that's actually why I have to have the fridge freezer. I have to have, it looks like a burger patty. It really does look at it. It looks like a fucking burger patty. But it's pureed raw pancreas. So it has to stay frozen until the day before we use it. Hence why we have the fridge freezer set up in the truck. Not to mention, I'm high maintenance and I like food. So, you know. Oh, and then on top of that, the enzymes in the pancreas give him a little bit of heartburn. So I give him a half a Prilosec with every meal. It's based on his weight as well. Fuck no, I don't have a husband. Fuck, who needs a fucking husband? I mean, not me. Maybe some people. Not me. Not me at all. Yeah. Fuck. extra dog food. Yeah. How do I know it gives him heartburn? Because he starts hacking and almost throwing up, which is a sign of heartburn in a dog. If you've ever had heartburn, you understand how uncomfortable it is and how it burns your throat and it makes you want to cough and throw up. So yeah, it gives him heartburn. Okay. You think my dog hasn't been tested for heartworm? You think I don't give my dog fucking heartworm pills on a regular basis? Yeah. Yes, I'm a truck driver. That's cute. That's cute. Think what you think. So this is... My cat has food in her bowl. She's just being a pain in the ass because she wants... All she wants is treats. And it is not... She's already had her treats. Oh, there's the clip. So, yeah. I have a dog and a cat, yes. Yes. In a small space. What does it smell like? It actually doesn't smell like anything because I shower daily. My dog gets a bath once a month and my cat box gets scooped every day. But your question tells me that you don't have very good hygiene because if you did, you'd know. All you gotta do is wash your nasty ass and clean your space and it doesn't smell. So, excuse me, sir, you're in the way. Uppy, 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 uppy. Thank you. My dog is a blue heeler and an Australian shepherd. They call it a Texas heeler. That is what it is called, a Texas heeler. Okay. Now we gotta reorganize this cupboard. Yes, I'm an owner operator. Better tell them. Ha. You have a Queensland heeler? Yeah, that's the reason why he has the blue eyes, is because of the Australian Shepherd. So the fur down the middle of his back is just like heeler fur. It's really coarse. But the rest of his fur is soft. It's not long like Australian Shepherd, but it's soft like Australian Shepherd. Yeah. Hey. Hey, people get EPI too. Yes, I know that. You own your own truck? Nice. Oh, excuse me. No, ma'am. I gotta make some space over here in this closet because I gotta store his dog food. I might have to find a new place for my shoes. Shit. So did that put you out of trucking, having a collapsed lung? I mean, like after you recovered, couldn't you come back? Why don't you go back and look at my profile? You'll see my competition photos. Oh wait, but that requires you to do something called research and actually like not talking shit. So I see how that goes. Welcome to my page. Have a nice day. Go fuck your mom. Yep, I said that out loud. 100%. I have no tolerance and no patience for fucking idiotic, retarded, uneducated fucking haters today. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what you say. You don't pay my motherfucking bills. But I am going to point out your lack of intelligence. Damn it. Fuck. So there, yeah. There we go. Ta-da! It's back to normal. This goes here, just like that. And that goes there. Just like that. There. Reorganized and resituated. Resituated. Place for everything and everything in its place. I'm in Texas. Yes. Hello. 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 Thank you. Everybody likes the type of trucks that they like. There are people that really love those newer trucks because they have a lot more room in the interior. And I've driven them before when I was a company driver. And they do have a lot more room. But I carry a lot more shit when I have more room. So, which is why, you know, why it's not good for me to have more space. Here in Louisiana, my best friend used to live there before he passed away. He's buried there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Talk to a lot of truck drivers. You're not a truck driver yourself? Kitty! She's making a mess. Stop making a mess, ma'am. Why does my coffee taste weird? Hey, Maya. When you say that, I'm just gonna say that's so straight. That's so straight. You know how stupid that sounds? About as stupid as what you just said. So, it is what it is. Yes, they actually do. Chrome will come tell me when he needs to go potty. Tell my cat, pss, 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 pss. Meowie. Pss, 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 pss. You see? She answered. Pss, 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 pss. Yes, ma'am. They do. He'll bother me if he needs to go potty, so he lets me know. She, on the other hand, she'll come and sit in my lap while I drive, but that's really it. You're new but excited to watch. Okay, well, there's nothing really that exciting. It's just me in my semi-truck doing what I do in my semi-truck. I just put my grocery delivery away and I reorganized some of the space in my truck so that I had room to store my case of water under the bed. Yeah. Yes, he does. Him's a handsome boy. You already had treats, Miss Ma'am. This is, you see what I'm saying? I give her like a couple of treats and she's like, more please. What's Meow Meow saying? Give me treats. That's what she's saying. She's got her brother all sketched out. It's like she's gonna swat me. Yeah. Yeah. Her name is Meow Meow. Did you notice? You notice how much she meows? Now you know why her name is Meow Meow. 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 This is protein. This is protein. This is protein coffee. Protein coffee. Yes, protein coffee. So for anybody who is a truck driver, all my truck drivers that are in here right now, you know our lives are chaos, right? Absolute chaos. And it's to be expected. Every day is chaos. And I call that fucking trucking. You know, if you just chalk it up to that's just fucking trucking, man. That's just, every day is going to be a fucking disaster. That's just our lives. But in the shop button, I actually do have merch that says fucking trucking. I have shirts and hats and hoodies. So for all of my, ooh, who sent a clutch? What? For all of my truck drivers who understand fucking trucking, there's merch in the shop button for you. For all my lady drivers, all my lady truck drivers, I do have get down, pretty privilege apparel. Because you know, as us ladies, we have our moments. Not always, but there are moments that people do stuff for us. We just call that pretty privilege. I call it them being nice, but the guys are like,
It's because you're fucking this. You're a girl. It's that girl privilege, that pretty privilege.
so for all my lady drivers, we got that pretty privilege apparel. Flaunt it, accept it, go for it. I'm actually in Texas. You should be dedicated Lone Star. Oh. I am waiting on my IFTA stickers to come in. I applied for my IFTA account. Her name's Meow Meow. I applied for my Texas IFTA account. And it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get approved. So right about the end of the month is when my IFTA stickers should be in. So for the meantime, we're just running Texas. But with Texas being, 800 miles or more tall and 800 miles or more wide, you got a tabby with white paws. Did you name it Socks? Or Mittens? That's her name, Meow Meow. Yes, her name is Meow Meow. I call her Meowie. I call her Meow Meow. I call her Meow Pants. I do call her Murder Mittens at times. The guys really call her Murder Mittens. I had the window rolled down one day and we were all standing outside the truck and a friend of mine put his hand up in through the window and she happened to be laying in the seat and she swatted the dog shit out of him and scratched him all up. So they nicknamed her Murder Mittens. She is a sweet baby. At night when we lay down to go to sleep, she's the small spoon. Excuse me, ma'am. I need to use the counter. When I redesign this interior, I'm actually going to redesign so that I have like one of those swivel out countertops that, yeah, that would come in huge, huge, handy. Ma'am, excuse me. Yes, I do over the road. I did over the road before I was an owner operator, yes. I still do over the road. I'm just stuck in the state of Texas till I get IFTAs. I have a Texas plate. So as long as I have a Texas plate, I can run in the state of Texas without an IFTA sticker. If I want to leave Texas, I have to have an interstate fuel tax sticker issued either from Texas, which is where my plate is, or from Colorado, which is the company I'm leased to. Yeah. No. Oh my God, I can't interrupt her, she's eating. Excuse me. She's still eating. She's in my way. She's on my countertop. Well, not countertop. It's her space. I just typically use it to set shit on, It's not about pretty in the sense. Does that make sense? And pretty is a very vague term and it's a matter of perception. You may not think you are, but I guarantee you that there's somebody that thinks that you are. Pretty doesn't mean just beautiful, like visually. You can have a pretty personality. Just saying. I'd rather know people that have great personalities than super hot people. Actually, if you actually look far enough back on my profile, you'll see a picture, you'll see some videos of the guy I was dating. Like, he was attractive, but he wasn't like supermodel. Fuck that. I don't like those guys. Those fucking super hot fucking supermodel guys, they know it and they like the attention and I could fucking give a They like the attention because it fills their void in their own personal self-confidence. And I don't have any desire to be around anybody who's like that. Like, just be real and just be authentic and just be yourself, and the rest doesn't matter. What? You started off in a W9 with the old Detroit 60 series? What do you mean? The W9 has has worse turning radius than the 379. Don't tell me that. Wow, you think? Is that what you think? It's fucking cold outside and these are fleece lined. But okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you think that if I was on here seeking sexualizing attention, A, I'd be wearing something completely different, and B, I'd be showing a hell of a lot more of my body than I am. But then again, that just goes to show your level of intellect and how much you actually don't know about people. But thanks for projecting your insecurities on me, because we can all see that it's you, not me. Just saying. That is a matter of perception. If you like what you see, that is your perception. That is you're free to think, act, and feel on that. But if you watched more than one of my lives, you know that it absolutely has nothing to do. Like, having been a victim of plenty of SA assaults, okay, sexual assaults, do you think that I'm here seeking that kind of attention? Because if you do, you truly don't understand human behavior to begin with. I do everything I can to keep myself fucking safe. If I was actually seeking that kind of attention, I'd get the fuck out of my truck. So, I just, any man who thinks that a woman who happens to wear leggings or happens to post any kind of video, not non-sexual even, on social media is seeking attention is the man who is the problem. He's the man who makes these women feel uncomfortable. He's the man that does shady shit non-consensually. Those are those people. And then they come online and they say these things showing their real character because they don't realize that that's what it is. That's what it is. It's you literally think that women serve no purpose other than your sexual needs, and then your comments prove that. No, I'm not triggered. It's just absolutely absurd how our society has passed so many predisposed judgments without actually even seeing any fact. Yes, I post videos while I'm driving. Well, not while... When my son was in the truck, he would take videos like while I was driving, like from back here, of me while I was driving. I don't really make videos while I'm, say, driving on the highway because it's not safe. And I'm driving 80,000 pounds down the fucking highway, so I probably shouldn't be on my phone, if you know what I mean. I do have a hands-free, clearly, as you can see. So there are videos, people who have seen me driving. There's videos that have been taken of me while I'm driving, but none that I've taken necessarily myself. Like if I'm cruising, you know, on a back road, like I just made a turn and there's nobody around, then yes, I'll make a video. Like I made a video about the fucking snow on the side of the road once. But for the most part, no, I don't necessarily make videos while I'm driving. It's a 2003 379 Peterbilt. And I have a 99 6NZ Caterpillar motor. Yes, I own the truck. I own the truck. I have my very own apportioned plate that I paid for. It's pre-def and it's pre-ELD as well. So, are you ready? Are you hungry? Come on. Come here. Get your food. Yes. So, I'm true about what? How much did I pay for it? I bought my truck in 2021 and I paid $50 for it. And 6 months later, I rebuilt the motor for $27,000 out of frame, platinum rebuild with a new block. I can post whatever fucking videos I want whenever the fuck I want because I'm the goddamn boss. I like them apples. So there's these buildings, and inside these buildings, sometimes they're truck stops or they're rest areas. They have these things called toilets. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard of a toilet or if you've ever heard of a bathroom. Yeah, we have those things. Thank you for subscribing. Well, that is literally the most absurd thing I've heard. Now, are there drivers that might do that? Yes, but human drivers who aren't quite so disgusting go inside the fucking building and we use bathrooms like regular human beings. Regular human beings. You don't have the patience for uneducated people. I know. Well, what it is not, while everybody does post videos, right? There's tons of truck drivers that post videos. We post videos about being stuck in docks. We post videos about breakdowns. We post videos about traffic and accidents. And we post videos about everything, right? I've been driving for 6 years. Almost 7. But that's all that people see. And so they have this weird misconception that we're not human. And that we don't have amenities or we don't have access. Like, it's almost like they think that we're homeless or something. It's so bizarre to me. Like, when you're on a road trip, how do you poop? Oh, you stop at a gas station and you go poop, right? Yeah, same thing. Like, stop showing your 6-year-old mentality in the comments. How many college hours do I have? Halfway through a bachelor's in psychology. Well, there's things called rest areas. How would you poop in an emergency if you were on a road trip? You'd rush to get to a rest area so you could go poop. Yeah. What are my thoughts on what? Wait. Self-driving trucks. It's absolutely the worst decision ever made. Did you know that they actually said that 500,000 deaths is an acceptable number of deaths due to autonomous vehicles? It's a pretty interesting fact. So they're willing to lose 500,000 people due to autonomous vehicle accidents. That's acceptable. Autonomous vehicles are absolutely terrible idea because the way that people drive around semi-trucks, the way that they cut us off, like as seasoned drivers, we can pretty much see and anticipate when somebody's going to do something stupid. Autonomous vehicles cannot. So, you know, it is what it is. You can't stop it. It's going to happen. I just don't think that in our lifetime it's going to take over the entire industry. To be real. You know. Right, who's putting out the triangles when they break down? Right. That's a good point. There are 20-year-olds out here. You're absolutely right, and they are not being trained accordingly. You are absolutely correct, because the CDL schools only teach them how to pass their tests, and then they go work for a mega carrier who puts somebody who's been driving for 3 to 6 months as their trainer, and that person really doesn't have, you know, the information, nor the education, nor the ability. It really does suck, but unfortunately, that is just the world that we live in. This is why I'm not a company driver. This is why I'm an owner-operator. This is why I own my own truck. I make my own rules. I go the fuck where I want. I take as much time off as I want. Like, that's why I do it that way. I can't be concerned with what these mega carriers do because I have no control over it. Why am I going to waste my precious time, my precious moments, and my energy spinning on thoughts that I can't do anything about? I cannot change the industry as far as how the mega carriers are operating. All I can do is my best and be accountable for myself and do my job the best of my ability while I'm able to do my job. They say 10 years from being mainstream, but I don't really think. I know they're on the truck. They're on the road being tested. I don't think it's going to be as mainstream as you think it is in the time frame that you think it is. That's just my opinion. So, hell no, I don't drive for Costco. Hell no. Do you know that some of these warehouses actually have what they call a VIP service, and that truck drivers can pay $20 or $25 and have VIP valet? Somebody will back your truck into the dock for you. That's how bad it's gotten. And this is why we don't bump docks. We don't bump docks because I'm not fucking dealing with that shit. I'm not. We haul flatbed, and we don't. Flatbed don't bump docks. Plain and simple. I mean, if you can't back up a truck and trailer, you probably shouldn't be driving. That's just my take. That is the one thing that we do the most, and that is the one skill that you should have. I mean, going forward is easy, you know. Going forward's easy. Driving in the city's easy. I mean, it sucks. You have to set up differently. You know, you got to take your turns wider. Sometimes you got to come from the middle lane to make a right-hand turn. But it is what it is. That's you know what I mean? Going forward and turning is not difficult. It's common sense. You can watch the way the trailer's tracking. Plain and simple. So how did it? As a matter of perception. I've been driving for almost 7 years. Yeah, if you can't drive for 11, work for 14 to 16, you can't be a truck driver. Now, this is another reason why I'm an owner-operator. Because I don't drive at night. I don't drive at night. I get extremely sleepy, and it's very, very unsafe. And when you work for a company, they expect you to drive when you have hours, whether you're tired or not. This is why we're not a company driver. I don't care if it's not my truck. I'm the captain of that ship, and it's my motherfucking rules. You know? So we realized that as soon as we got into a company truck that we were not designed for that kind of work, and we set in motion the process and the goal of which to obtain my truck as quickly as I could. I was able to have my truck in the first 2 years of having my CDL, because I saved and 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 I saved in order to get my truck. So it's possible, but I also surrounded myself with owner-operators, and I asked them a lot of questions. A lot of questions about breakdowns, about repairs, about maintenance, about, you know, fuel mileage and logbooks and ELDs and paper logs. I just asked them everything I could ask them. I wanted to learn everything that I could, because you own a business. When you are a semi-truck owner, operator, it's a fucking business. You need to know what it costs to run your truck. You need to know how many miles to the gallon your truck gets on fuel. You need to understand that you have to put money away, X cents per mile, that you have to put away into your maintenance fund to cover your $500 for an oil change, you know, $1,000 to fill up my tanks, $6,000 for 10 new tires, like $27,000 to rebuild the motor in my truck. Like, trucking is expensive, and if you don't understand that, you aren't going to save accordingly, and you're going to have a major breakdown, and you're going to be motherfucking broke because you went spending money because you started getting these big paychecks, and you fucking just basically bankrupted yourself. So, your cat looks like mine. It's a Russian blue. Huh, mine's a Russian blue. What are you doing, kitty? So, they look similar. Yeah, no, mine's a Russian blue. It is a Russian. Mine's a Russian blue. That's for sure. This is Meow Meow. This is Meow Meow. And this is Chrome. That's my puppy dog. That is my puppy dog. He's my boy. So, wow, you know, I just realized that, like, YouTube Kid was the only regular, that and Burr were the only two regulars that popped in here today. I live in Texas. Oh, trust me, they only somewhat get along. He tries to hurt her, and when she's had enough, she kicks his ass. Of course my truck is a stick. It's a 2003 with a 99 motor. Why the fuck would I own an automatic? That's absurd. How does the animal's bathroom situation, is that what you're asking? What do you mean what's better for trucking? When you have, so my litter box is in front of the passenger seat. It's a top entry litter box. I scoop it every day, and obviously I take him outside. So a manual transmission, you can control your RPMs and your speed. In an automatic transmission, it's automatically set to be at X number of RPMs for whatever gear, and it will automatically shift up or shift down. So you actually have less control. So in a manual, you can actually control your RPMs in the gear that you're in, and when you're in weather, that's extremely important, especially if you're braking traction. But anybody who drives an automatic says that stick is trash is because they actually don't understand the concepts of driving. So, yeah. You bump dogs? Oh, well, it's in fucking Pennsylvania. I bumped a dock hauling a flatbed at a steel mill, but it was like I was inside the mill, and I had to, oh Jesus, buddy, are you okay? Are you okay? I had to back up to the dock because I was getting loaded with skidded coils. No, because I don't really drive the mountains. I do, just not very often. And I make sure that my brakes work, and I don't ride my brakes going down the mountain. I have Jake brakes for that. Yes, he's chewing on a plastic water bottle. He loves plastic water bottles, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper toy than spending $15 on a dog toy that he's going to destroy in 10 minutes, because he is extremely destructive when it comes to toys. See, we buy like the super hard chew toys, and you see he's already got like this one, like he is a chewer. This keeps him from chewing up my truck. Trust me, he learned real young not to chew up my truck. I would go in to take a shower, and I would come out, and he'd like have chewed through every cord in my truck, like my GPS cord, my dash cam cord, my cell phone cord. Like, he was a chewer as a puppy. So I had to buy a muzzle. And it took like 3 trips inside. I put that muzzle on him 3 times. And he stopped chewing shit up in my truck. So, he's really smart. And he's going to destroy that thing. Loves 2-liter bottles. Yeah. These guys, it doesn't matter. It'll be a 16-ounce bottle. He wants to peel the wrapper off first, then he gets the lid off, and then he chews them until they're completely flat. Don't eat it. I'll take it away. You know better. Women in trucking. Wait, what? Would you recommend the profession to other women? I'm going to say this, and it's not said to, it's in general in trucking, okay? Whether you're male or female is neither here nor there. In order to do this job, you must have a teaspoon of gangster in you. You have to be a little bit of a fucking badass. We are out here by ourselves. We are in different cities, different states, different towns, different truck stops every fucking day. There are lots of people around us, but there are also lots of people with ill intentions. So if you are one of those people who's willing to be aware of your surroundings at all times, take the precautions that you need to take in order to make yourself feel safe, whether that's pepper spray, a taser, fucking whatever, by all means, go ahead and do it. But if you are shy and timid and you're like, well, I'm not really don't fucking do it. Don't even come out here. If you are shy and timid like that, do not, because you will be somebody's victim. I promise you. Do I carry? Yes. Teaspoon of gangsters is a great catchphrase. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. You could be a dude and you could be out here, and if you like walk through the parking lot and you're shuffling your feet and you're staring at the ground and you're looking all insecure, motherfuckers are gonna fuck with you. Plain and simple. People who are looking for victims are looking for people who fucking are not aware of their surroundings, and they are insecure, and they are not confident, and they are shy, and they are timid, and they can read your body language, and they are going to capitalize on you. So, I don't care if you're a male or a female. You get your ass out here, you fucking hold your head high, you stay aware of your surroundings, and you walk like you own that motherfucker. Just saying. Just saying. You're the only one going to keep your safe self out. You see, keep yourself safe out here. Yeah, I don't walk through the parking lot on my phone. If I'm having a phone conversation, I always have one earbud in. Or if it's on speakerphone, I hold my phone up here so I can hear it, so that I can still continue to watch my surroundings. But I do not walk through the parking lot on my fucking phone with my head down. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I get out of the fuel island to fuel, and some motherfucker next to me is like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, I say hello, but I say it in a short way as to not encourage further conversation, because I know what direction that's going to go. Hey, you want a team drive? No, the fuck I don't. Go away. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I can tell, like, if they come up and they're like, hey, that's a really nice truck. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Is it your truck? Yes, it is. Oh, wow, that's awesome. You know, but again, if you're going to be like, hey, how you doing? I mean, I've walked in truck stops and some guy looked at me and he goes, damn. And I looked at him and I said, would you talk to another man like that? Probably the fuck not. I am not out here to be anything other than a truck driver. If you happen to find me visually appealing, like, I'm flattered, thank you, like, but treat me with respect. Treat me like a human being. Friendly with a teaspoon of gangster, exactly. Treat me like another fucking truck driver. Treat me with the same respect that you would any other truck driver. Just because you find me visually appealing doesn't mean that you should treat me any differently. I'm a human being. So, that's my thoughts, that's my theory. Be confident, be strong, and hold your fucking ground. Know your boundaries and don't let anybody push them, whether it's in trucking or anything in life. They are back there vibing, aren't they? Oh, he's laying on the pillow looking out the window. Okay, here. I'll move the phone closer so you guys can see. Ooh. Oh shit, I just sat on his fucking water bottle. See? That's my kids. I have to put those paper towels, they actually, here, I'm gonna put them away. They get wedged in this corner. Look out, kitty. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, move here. You notice she's not moving. Excuse me. Move your fucking furry ass. God damn. Shit. There's a hole. So my bed doesn't fit. God dang it. Hold on. I'll show you guys. So my mattress, I have a purple mattress on my truck. You guys heard of purple mattresses, right? So my mattress doesn't fill up the whole space for where my bed goes. It's a little narrow, so we use all this as extra storage. Makes sense? Extra hoodies, my laptop, whatever. Maximize every ounce of space that you can get when you're in a truck like this, because there's not a lot. So what is this anyways? Oh, it's my degreaser. I was looking for that. Copy. Okay. You guys, look at this. What a mess. What a mess. Here. Kitty has managed to smash my pillow. She fucking lays on it all the time. This is why we keep it covered. I was actually under the covers when I first started my live. I was sitting up. I had all the blankets around me because I was freezing. My hair was wet and it was down. There. There. That's much more better. Excuse me, bud. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Oh, beep, beep. Oh, get it. Yesterday, or not yesterday, just the other day, we were playing outside, and he jumped up and tried to like grab my sweatshirt, and he accidentally bit me. Fucking big ass bruise. Went bonkers for 20-ounce Coke bottles. Man, you know what? It's the cheapest fucking toy ever. He is what they call a Texas Healer. So he is Australian Shepherd and Blue Heeler mixed. He mostly has Blue Heeler fur, but he has obviously those Australian Shepherd blue eyes. Yeah. I'd rather have him chew on fucking empty plastic bottles than buy those expensive ass dog toys. To be real, you know? Did I say what I said? No. No, I didn't. I do. I let him out. I let him run and sniff and pee on everything. He does have amazing eyes. We usually stay more in rest areas because they have larger open areas for him to run and play. We don't stay in truck stops very often because A, there's a lot of traffic in them and the grass areas really aren't that big, so. Yeah. Why would you purchase the cheapest semi-truck and trailer you could find? You're guaranteed to have fucking problems. Cheap trucks have expensive repair bills. So, I saved my money. I bought the truck I wanted, and I still had big repair bills. That's just trucking. There's always access to bathrooms. So I mean, if they dump their pee out the window, that's on them. That's not all truck drivers. Well, I don't blame you for not wanting to spend $500,000. I spent $50,000 on my truck, and within 6 months, I had to spend another large repair bill. Within the first 6 months, I spent 10 grand on leaf springs and hangers and shackle hangers and bushings and kingpins, and then I had to spend, by the way, Caterpillar wanted $48,000 for an in-frame rebuild on my truck. My mechanic's amazing. He did an out-of-frame rebuild for $27,000. So just remember, a motor rebuild is like, oh, I don't know, depending on what kind of motor you have, anywhere from probably $10,000 to $50,000. It's unsafe in our world no matter whether you're a truck driver or not. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep yourself safe. I smoked regular cigarettes back in, I think I quit in 2011, and I actually did not start vaping until like a year ago. So from 2011 until about a year ago, I didn't smoke at all. Nothing is cheap on trucks. Oil changes are $500. People don't realize that. Like, you can get all your parts cheap. Like, I can get my oil cheaper at like Walmart or Tractor Supply. I can get my grease cheaper there than I can at a truck stop. But, you know, it's still, what is it, 10 gallons? Yeah. 10 gallons of oil, 10, 11 gallons of oil, because I always have an extra in the truck just to do an oil change. Like, you do the math. I'm not driving today, no. I'm off this weekend. I'm hunting for a 53-foot step deck. My most scary moment is when I had an issue with the fuel crossover on my truck. You know, the valve that regulates the fuel from the driver's side to the passenger side. It malfunctioned. So what happened is all the fuel was sucked out of the driver's side and came back to the passenger, and that valve wasn't working, so it wasn't bringing the fuel back over to the driver's side. So in essence, I had a full tank on my passenger side. My driver's side was empty. So I ran out of fuel, and I had to stop on the side of the road. And I had hopped out of the truck because I figured that's what it was. It wouldn't start, and I'm like, well, that sounds like it's out of fuel. So I hopped out, checked the passenger tank, and I was gonna put my triangles out, and service called me back, and I was explaining to them the problem so I could get a mechanic out to cut that tank off, siphon all the fuel over to this tank, and go about my day, you know? And CRST local truck crossed over the white line and hit the back of my trailer, which basically I was standing on the passenger step when it happened. So I flew into the door, and then I fucking hit my head on the stacks, and then I was thrown to the ground. That was pretty freaky. And then I watched the truck that hit me lay it over in the ditch and like fucking slide down the side of the road. It was fucking crazy. Yes, it did. So, you know, it pulls from the driver's side, and then it goes back to the passenger, and then siphons up back over to the driver. So when the T-valve, the fuel crossover, malfunctioned, it was not transferring fuel back to the driver's side. So that was a huge ordeal. That was scary as fuck. I ended up with a concussion. I actually ended up not being able to work for a couple of weeks because of it. I love being a truck driver. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I love it. I love the freedom. I recently just did some like short haul work here in Dallas, and I was miserable because short haul work to me is very much like local work, and I've done local work. And local work is like, we want it yesterday and be there in 15 minutes when it's 45 minutes away. You know what I mean? It's like, it's high demand, and I don't have any control of my day. If I want to stop and I want to get lunch, that's not an option. If I want to stop and let my dog out, I have to be like, and I hate rushing my dog. Like, if my dog wants to go outside, I want him to go outside. I want him to have a dog life and be able to go outside and smell the grass and pee on every blade that he can find. And when you're running local or short haul stuff like that, there's no time for that. They keep you, like, they own your time, and I absolutely cannot stand that. I want to be in charge of my day. Like, I have a delivery, I know what day and what time I deliver. And everything from the time I pick up to the time I deliver, I'm in control of all of that time. I'm in control of how many miles I drive. I'm in control of how many times I stop, where I stop, when I eat, I'm in control of all of that. If I want to fucking stay up late, it's my fault. I have to get up early in the next day. Like, I'm in control of all of that. So I want control. And when you run short haul stuff or local stuff, you don't have any control. No, I have a house. I just don't go home very often. I go home like every 4 to 6 weeks. When I lived in Minnesota, I would go home like every 4 to 6 months. It's a big difference. But I'm always in Texas, so that's why Mom and I moved to Texas. My mom lives at the house. I pay the majority of the bills because my mom is retired. And I don't think that she should have to live Social Security check to Social Security check. I think that she should live a better quality life in her older age. I idle the truck and turn the heat on. So, other than that, any other questions? Unit 13, shifter tattoo on your right hand. Copy. I understand. I understand. So my hands say fucking truckin'. It's my trademark. That's my logo. Oh, I do have stickers for sale on my website. I have fucking truckin' and pretty privilege stickers. Well, thank you. That's just a matter of perception. There'll be people that tell you that I'm a crazy bitch, so, you know. No. No. That would be a request for like an OnlyFans page, and I don't have one of those. So I think you're on the wrong website for that. What about romance? I'm in love with my truck. I'm in a relationship with my truck. And I have big goals that I'm working on. Oh wow, you changed yours from blue to red. Mine's actually going to end up being a light gray when I get the interior done. Yes, I own my truck. You're seriously confused if you think that that's what this is. I'm just saying. Yeah, my interior is going to be light gray with, like, you know, pink and lavender and teal accents. Right. Right. I just have less and less time for bullshit. Less and less energy. Less and less energy. My bullshit meter is full. I have a striker, CB. And no, I don't have relationships with my job. It's not the job that keeps me from not having relationships. It is, I don't want any distractions. And romance and sex and all that stuff creates distractions. And distractions can set you back 6 months on your goals and your dreams. And I don't have a desire to be set back in my goals and my dreams. Yeah. Oh, Ohio State. Copy that. I understand. No, mine's going to be like a light gray. And I'm actually going to redo all of my cupboards. Like, these are all going to come out. And they're going to be like faux wood. You know, they're going to be made out of, the structure is going to be made out of aluminum. So it's super light. And then it's going to have like a faux wood finish on it. And it's actually going to have doors and shelves, you know, with a little lip so the things don't fall out. You know, kind of like a RV has like cupboards that close and they have shelves, and yeah, it's a $379 Peterbilt. My biggest dream is turning my truck into a show truck, which has been part of the process since I bought it. I just haven't done any upgrades to my truck since my grandpa passed. So I used to upgrade my truck. I'd like put new lights on, or I'd add new like quarter fenders or whatever it was, paint my fenders, things like that. Every time I did something new to my truck, I would take it to my grandpa, because my grandpa was a truck driver, and I would show him my upgrades. And I've taken my grandpa for rides and all that. And my grandpa passed in 23. And I haven't really done any upgrades since he passed. It's like, I want to, but I think it's been part of my grieving process as well. I know he's happier. Ever since grandma died, like, that's all he wanted was to go and be with grandma, you know? And I don't know, I think that's been part of my grieving process, is just like not doing anything to my truck because I couldn't take it to him to show him, you know what I mean? Spend too much money on Iowa 80. I mean, I get it. I'm guilty too. I don't, my guilty pleasure is the Clearwater Travel Plaza, their Chrome shop up in Clearwater, Minnesota, because I know Audrey, and like I can go in there and I can just be like, what size lug nut covers do I have on my truck? And for some reason she always knows exactly what I have on my truck. It's crazy. So yeah, that's my place. I spend too much money in there. Yeah. But that's truck driver problems. I fucking spend too much money at the 75 Chrome shop as well. I just don't go into a Chrome shop because I want to buy shit, and there's nothing worse than going in and wanting to buy shit and not being able to buy what you want to buy, you know? So I just don't go in. I just stand outside and go, oh. So, anyways, we should probably get off here though. I got some shit I gotta do today. I gotta get on the internet and start looking for a 53-foot step deck. I think I'm gonna lease one for a few months. Audrey's fucking awesome. I love that one. Me too. Me too. She's the best. It's like she knows everything about everybody's truck that comes in there. Like everybody who regularly comes in there, she knows exactly like what you have on your truck. It's crazy. What size what? I'll see you later. Yeah, I gotta go start hunting for a 53-foot step deck. Hopefully down south here, so I don't have to go anywhere in the snow to pick it up. Not to mention I can't really leave the state of Texas. So I gotta find a 53-foot step deck here in Texas. So we have research. Oh, you missed the 53. Yeah, 53-foot step deck. No, I don't need a shifter extension. I don't need to compensate. I'll see you guys next time. It's every Saturday every Saturday at 12 o'clock Central Time. It is currently 2:37 my time. So every single Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. we do our YouTube live. So maybe I will see you guys in my next live next week. If you want to check out my apparel, it's in the shop button right down here. And yeah, everybody have a wonderful Saturday. And I will chat with you guys next week. Take care and everybody be safe.